Hi guys, today I'm going to tell you a story that I made all by myself. The name of the story is The Rabbit and Its Family. The story is about a rabbit who is really lonely and it got a family. So now I'm going to start telling you the story. Once upon a time, there was a rabbit who was really lonely and lived in the forest. It had no family and it used to find food every day all by himself. He had no one to talk and no one to have fun with. So at home, he was thinking that he wanted a family. So one day he went out and asked everyone if they would adopt him. But everyone would say, no, we don't want a son because we already have one. So he went back to his house and cried a lot in sadness. The next day, he went looking for food and found some carrots at a door of another family of a rabbit's house. So when he knocked that door and asked them if they would adopt him, they said, I don't know, no. So he was sad again, but he didn't cry this time. He went back to his house, took the carrots at the door, and ate them all by himself. He got less hungry and started thinking about a family. In his dreams, he would always he was having fun a lot with his family. So one day when he went for looking for food, he found only one carrot, one big carrot. So he took that to his house. And when he ate it, he felt something weird. He had a feeling that he would never have a family. But he didn't believe it was true. He rested at his couch and started to watch TV. Everything in his TV was about a happy family at the end, but he didn't think that would ever happen to him. So the next day, he went and knocked on the door that he found some carrots on. The rabbit's family did. He knocked on that door, and the mother came. The mother said, "Who are you?" And the rabbit said, I came to this house about a few days ago. And then the mother said, okay, I'll just lend you some food and go back to your home. And then the rabbit was feeling not sad this time. He was feeling like only a bit sad. I mean, he was sad, so only a bit sad. He went back to his house and ate the food that the mother gave him. It was delicious, he said, and made something in return. The mother thanked him in happiness. So the next day, the mother came to his house and said, thank you, it was really delicious. And then the rabbit said, anytime. So a few hours passed and it was night. So at night he went to the other family's house for dinner because they invited him. So he had a lot of fun there. But he didn't talk about family there. He didn't know. He forgot about family. So the next day he went to look for food again, and when he knocked on the family's door, no one answered He knocked again and no one answered again. He thought they went out somewhere. The rabbit followed some footsteps so that he can go to them. He followed the footsteps, but it only led him to a hunter. The hunter caught all the rabbits that were in the house. The rabbit felt sad and tried to free them. He made them free, but when he made them free, the hunter caught him. The family felt sad, and the rabbit said, go away. And so they went away back to his home. The family felt lonely without him. The hunter didn't kill him. He just kept him and fed him some medicines to see what is his strength. The hunter kept him for a few days and let him go. The rabbit ran back to his house and knocked on the family's door. And when he knocked on the door, the mother answered him crying and hugged him. So he decided to stay in the family's house for 2 days. And 2 days finally passed, and he went back to his own house. So the next day, he went to look for food again, and he didn't find any food, but he found a lot of water. He gathered all the water. He poured all the water that he found in a bottle. So in a big bottle. So he brought that bottle back home and tried to taste the water. The water was fine, but he felt something weird about it. When he drank that water, he had a feeling that the family had gone somewhere far. He thought that the water had some magical powers. So he went into the family's house and knocked the door. No one was there again. He tried to follow some more footsteps, but in worry he didn't follow them because he thought he might be in the hunt. He thought he might lead him to the hunter. So he saw some smaller footsteps and followed those ones. When he followed those small footsteps, he found 2 cats. The cats ran after the rabbit. They chased him all along. The rabbit hid somewhere so that the cat cannot catch him. He stayed at the hiding spot he found for about 2 hours. He got really hungry. So he thought that the cat was gone, so he went to look for food really slowly. So he didn't find any food, but he found the cats. He ran away and hid to the hiding spot he found. He was watching the cats eating all the food on the forest. He went to the other side of the forest and found some food there, though everything was really sparkly at the other side of the forest. The rabbit lost his way and didn't know which way to go back to home. So actually the family of the other family of the rabbits were actually at home, but they were sleeping. The rabbit thought that they were gone somewhere real far, so he cried and cried. He cried really loud. The other family heard his cries and followed the voice. He found the rabbit crying and took him back to their house. They gave him some water water and some bandages. Because when he was running away from the cats, he got a bit injured. So he stayed at their house for about 2 weeks. And 2 weeks finally passed, and he went back to his home, and he was totally fine because they gave him a lot of bandages, a lot of food in case. So he went to look for food, but this time he made some shelter for him. He had a shield he held from his hand like that, and he saw 4 cats. So he ran away and found a different hiding spot, and he hid there. The cats could not fit there, so he hid at that place. He saw some water nearby and some food nearby the cats. He tried for the cats not to look at him. So the cats went away, and he took all the food the cats had. He took all the food and brought it back to his house. So at home, the cat destroyed everything he had. He ran to the other family's house and asked them, "Did you see any cats destroying my whole house?" They said, "No, we were sleeping." So he told them what. So the rabbit told the family that his house was destroyed. So the family said he could live there in their house for a couple of weeks, a couple of months, so that he can build his house. The rabbit just remembered something about family. He asked the family if they would adopt him. The family finally said yes, and they lived happily ever after. The end.